Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to today's video on In the Stars. So today's video will be about Taurus Sun Sign. Okay? So first and foremost, happy birthday to all the Tauruses out there. If your birthday has just passed, or if it's today, or if your birthday is coming up, happy birthday from me to you. Okay? So Tauruses. Taurus are, first, they come at the end of April to middle of May. That's Taurus season for all of you all who didn't know. But so Tauruses are, their element is earth, which means that they are grounded, materialistic, stable, and persistent. These are the traits, if you will, or have you will, that are associated with earth signs. So these are some of the traits that Taurus people usually or can usually show off. You know, they're going to be materialistic, as I said. They're going to be grounded, which means that they can be down to earth type of people, which means that they can, that they like to stick, as somebody would say, like they like to stick close to the ground, meaning that they don't like to take risks too many chances. 9 times out of 10, they like the ground. They don't like to be in the air. You know, that's another way to say being grounded, or another way to explain what being grounded means. Also with them being grounded comes for persistency, because that also means that they tend to usually like a routine of things. Like I said, they don't like taking risks. They like to stick close to the ground. They like to do the things in a surefire way. You know, so that's more of grounded and being persistent. And as far as materialistic goes, this means that they are about their money. You know, that's what earth signs are usually about. They're about their money. They're about things that has material value, or things that contain material gain, or that are looked as value to them. Yes, material. Like anything materialistic is something that's not spiritual, if you will. Like, so it could be, you know, anything. Like I said, it could be money, it could be a car, it could be a house, it could be, you know, it could be anything of material. So that's just to explain a little bit of what the earth signs are like, or Tauruses in particular. So now if you switch to their modality, their modality is a fixed sign. Fixed signs are rigid. They are also persistent, you know, because they're fixed, which means that they don't like to move too much. Or fixed, not necessarily move like get up and walk, but that can mean that means they like to do things their way, which can also, as I said before, it can relate to being stubborn as well. It can relate to just being determined. That's another, you know, that's another correlation, or correlation of being persistent. You know, they like to continue to do things the way how they set them out to do. That means they can be fixed in not just their actions, but they also can be fixed in their emotions, in the way they think. You know, so these are some of the traits of being a fixed sign. This will also make them dependable, because they're fixed, because they're going to continue to do things the way how they set them out to do, or because they like routine, that you can always rely on them to do, you know, to do what they said they are going to do, or to do what they set out to do, because they are fixed. Because they're going to be persistent. They're going to be They're going to be determined in whatever it is that they want to do or whatever it is that they are trying to do. Now you have Tauruses when you combine, so now you combine this fixed sign with this earth sign. And so now you see you have a very grounded person. You have a very determined person. You have a very can be a very stubborn person, because in essence, fixed in the earth sign is sort of similar in ways. So they can be very determined to achieving their monetary gain or material gain towards things. You know, they can be very persistent in those things, very determined in those things. You know, these could be things of high value to them, so they can be reliable in those things. But which also, as I was saying, that also mean that they can be very stubborn when it comes to trying to achieve those things or trying to get those things that they want. They can be stubborn in their way of thinking about trying to get those things, or be stubborn in their way about how they're going to go about doing those things. And they won't take too many risks, remember, because they're going to be grounded. So they're going to already know what it is that they want to do or want to accomplish, and they're going to do it, or they're going to put all of their into doing that without much sway of, without much somebody or something allowing them to sway in the opposite direction, because they are already fixed on what it is that they, as I said, what they are trying to accomplish. So now, as I said, you have this fixed earth sign. So now what else makes Taurus up is that they are the second sign on the astrological chart, because they come after Aries, and Aries is the first sign of the astrological chart. So with Taurus coming second, not only does that make them fixed because they're coming in the middle of the spring, but this also makes them, the second sign also associates them, should I say, with the second house. And so what does the second house represent? The second house represents materialism. The second house represents values and possessions. So see, now you have when you add that into the mix of the earth and the fixed sign, now you have somebody who is very materialistic, because the earth sign was already giving them interest or determination into gaining materialistic things or valuable possessions. So now if you add the second house in with that, which the second house, as I said, is materialism, values, and possessions as well. So now you have a double dosage of that. So now now you can see how Tauruses are very materialistic people. Like, they are all about gaining, like, material things, material value, possessions. This also means that they hold on to values very tightly, very dearly. Like, their values mean a lot to these people because the second house is associated with values, and because they are already persistent and determined people, hard to move people, as I was saying, like earth, a steel earth, like earth that doesn't move. So they are going to be stuck in their ways 9 times out of 10. So as I was saying, that means that their values will hold dearly to those values, and it will be hard to change their mind about how they feel, or about things that they want, or about things that they do. Taurus ruling planet is Venus. Now, Taurus is the second sign that I did that's associated, or that its ruling planet is Venus. The first sign that I did, which is really the second planet that's associated with Venus, is Libra. So with Taurus ruling planet being Venus, this also adds another dose or more energy into the materialistic fray of things. Because if you think about it, or if you don't know, Venus is not only a planet of beauty and attraction, but it's also the planet of attraction to all things, attraction to luxury, attraction to material things, to beauty, to beautiful things. So if you add in that attraction of luxury and that attraction for beautiful things, then you can see how this makes Tauruses even more materialistic. Like, this means that they really want, or that they really go after, the material possessions, or things that they deem as very beautiful to them, or things that they are just highly attracted to, which can be material things 9 times out of 10, especially because you have that earth sign influence, and because you have that second house influence. So this all makes Tauruses very materialistic. Now, on top of that, this also can mean that, or this also can tend to usually mean that Tauruses are can be very beautiful people, or not even necessarily just beautiful, because that's more associated, or can be more associated, shall I say, with whatever your Venus is, or whatever your rising / ascendant placement is. But this does have an indication, or this does play a part into your overall beautiful nature as a whole, or a Taurus's overall beautiful nature as a whole. This can mean that they have a beautiful personality, more 9 times out of 10, or this can mean that they have just a beautiful persona to them, a beautiful soul, so to speak. Like, they can be very good-hearted people. This can make them very good-hearted people deep down inside. Yes, they can be superficial in ways, because they see a lot of things as gain, as material, as possessions. But they hold on to a lot of values. So if their values are mostly harmonic values, which is harmony is also associated with Venus, then this can make them be, like I said, make them very good-hearted individuals. Now, as I always say, there are always a negative to a positive, always a tails to the head. There's always, duality, polarity, or what have you. So in reverse of that, some Tauruses can be very, they can be so materialistic. Think about it. They can be so materialistic that their values all revolve around material things, and that this can make them not good-hearted people. They can actually think that they're good-hearted people, but this can make them opportunistic in some ways, or something similar to that effect. Also, because Venus is the planet of harmony, and Tauruses like to be grounded because of that earth sign, and they like persistency because of that earth sign and that fixed sign. This also, and they hold high values onto things. This also means that they don't like drama really too much. They don't like to be in the middle of things, so to speak. They like peace. They like harmony. They want things easygoing for the most part. Now they want to be, or can be very hard workers because of that. As I was saying, they want those material things because they can be persistent and stuff, but they want to stay out of all of the BS, or they want to stay out of, anything that's going to allow them to put their values into any type of, any type of drama. Is what I'm trying to say. They want harmony because of that Venus sign. But as I was saying, that Venus sign also brings attraction. That's what I was saying before. It also brings attraction, not to just what they are attracted to, but also what people are attracted to them about. So what comes with that is that people can feel attracted to them not only for their beauty but also because of that beautiful nature that they hold, also because of just their nature in general, whatever it is they might be, whether it's their values or the fact that they long after material wants or material gains, or that they are very harmonic people. They are very attractable in this way. They attract a lot of people in these ways. And also that they can be very seductive people, because Venus is also about seduction. So this can allow them to be seductive people in a way, along with their beauty. They know how to seduce the people that they want, to get things, material things that they want out of people, or just to get whatever it is that they are going after. So this can allow them to be very affectionate people, because Venus also brings affection because of that sensual, or shall I say, because of that harmonic ways, and because of that seductive ways that they have, and because of those beautiful ways that they have. And on top of that, like I said, with Taurus is being holding value onto things, and being, just like I said, just having those good hearts usually tend to have those good hearts, is that or beautiful hearts, as I was trying to say earlier, is that this can allow them, or this would allow them, to be very affectionate people. Venus brings on friendships. So you can see a lot of Taurus people having very harmonic friendships with people because of this harmony, because of this peace, because people might be attracted to them for their beautiful nature, or just because they are beautiful, even if it's, of whatever, even if the relationship isn't necessarily, if it's just a friendship with somebody. Some people are attracted to people because of their beauty, inside and outside, as I'm trying to say. So that's what else Venus brings to this Taurus, or to these to Taurus's people. Don't let me try to butcher the zodiac name. But also with that is that they're going to be very persistent when it comes to their friends, or when it comes to having relationships with people. Like, they can be very if they know, like I was saying, if they know what they want, they're going to go after it, and they're going to be diligent in that. They're not the type to give up. So if they have a friend or a relationship, they're going to hold strong values onto that, right? And a lot of times out of the 10, they can see something that they can get out of it. Like, friends that they might be attracted to, because keep in mind, so Venus is about attraction as well. So friends or relationships that they seek attraction to can be from some type of gain through their eyes, but they still hold strong value onto that. They still want to be their peaceful self, their harmonic self. The part of the body that rules Taurus is their neck and their throat. Their lucky day of the week is Friday. Their lucky numbers are 6 and 4. Their special crystal or birthstone is an emerald. Their special flower is a violet or a poppy. Their glyph is a representation, or their animal representation of the glyph is the bull, but the glyph also is a representation of the chin and Adam's apple. Keep in mind the throat. Also, their glyph represents the horns and head of a bull. Tauruses are usually compatible with Virgo, Cancer, Pisces, and Capricorn. Best careers for Taurus are anything in the material fray, really, like any type of money making venture that's going to make them like that has to do with finance, should I say. So like a banker, something like that, a financial consultant, things like that. Also anything that has anything to do with beauty, like whether it's a painter or whether it's an art director, a graphic designer, a beautician, a barber, things that represents beauty, or even like a fashion designer or something. Now I know I haven't done all of the careers for all of the different signs, but stay in tune because I'm going to have separate videos for careers within different zodiac signs, or I might do some. I'm gonna do something special just for y'all in the future. But anyway, so that's all I have for Taurus Sun Sign video. So as always, I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, press the like button, click the subscribe button if you want to stay in tune for future videos, which I hope you do. Write in the comment section box down below if you got something to say about this video or anything in particular. And click in the description box if you want to follow me on my social medias. As always, thank you for your time, and until next time, peace and love, y'all.